Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called Let's Get Spooky by Stepanka Sekaninova and Lukas Frigel. This is a story for kids about the things that go jump in the night. It is filled with spooky characters and it is designed to tickle that funny bone as far as what kids like to feel scared in a safe place. So, much like a roller coaster puts you in a state of fear even though you know you're safe, this book is a similar structure. It is written for young audiences and it speaks directly to the reader. So, introducing readers to spooky creatures from mythology and folklore in a way that is really accessible to those young readers. So, whether they're talking about vampires or skeletons, there are many spooky creatures within the pages of this book. The pages themselves are actually fairly thick, so even though the book appears to be a little bit thicker on its surface, the pages themselves are actually several pages thick on their own, so it's not as long as it first appears. You have some choice elements of text. They're short paragraphs that kind of talk about whatever creature it is that is the focus of that spread, and then the illustrations bring it to life. All of the colors in this book are very somber, so adding to that feeling of a little bit spooky, a little bit dangerous. And because it speaks directly to the reader, there's a lot of opportunity for that reader to decide, are you ready to go to the next page, or is it a little bit too scary? So when you do go to the next page, you have kind of a seek and find Where's Waldo type page. And there's a lot of detail here, so readers can find all sorts of characters doing funny things. There is a line that invites some specific searching on each one, but readers can find all sorts of additional details if they look at the picture long enough. So as you're going through the book, you meet 5 different characters, and each character has their own seek and find spread. So there's lots of opportunity to investigate those images, to see these spooky characters in situations that might be a little bit comical, so it eases that spook factor a little bit. But it does bring to life a lot of those characters that kids will find spooky. So if you have a young reader who likes the scary and isn't quite ready for things like Goosebumps, this is a really fun story to share because it invites that spook factor without it being too intense. But if you do have a more sensitive reader, this might be a little more on the intense side for them because of the quality of the illustrations and the spooky factor of the book itself. What's cool though is that it has a glow-in-the-dark cover, so it'll stand out on bookshelves in the evening when it's dark. So it adds a little bit more of that dimension of spookiness to it as well. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look forward wherever you get your books.